Everybody is living in one universal equation. Whether you own a business, whether it's your personal finance, we all live in the universal equation. And that is money we make minus money we spend equals money we keep to save and invest. The problem that most people have when they come to me is they're not keeping enough. And what I have also learned is that, especially when you first come to somebody for help, making more money is rarely the answer.
Hey, my name is Ashley. I'm the CEO and founder of Green Cardigan Marketing, and today's conversation is a great conversation for law firm owners who are looking to wrangle their finances more, to better understand their finances in your financial dashboard. Chelsea is the CEO and founder of Core Solutions Group, and her firm helps law firm owners better understand their finances to drive profitability. So if that's you, I believe you're going to enjoy this conversation. I'm grateful for Chelsea's time, and I hope you enjoy the conversation with Chelsea Williams from Core Solutions Group. Chelsea, thanks for joining me today.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I always love talking to you. So tell everybody who you are, what do you do? Give us the rundown.
Yeah, for sure. I am Chelsea Williams. I founded Core Solutions Group in 2017. So we've been serving law firms specifically for 8-9 years now. And we're all very proud nerds. We love what we do. And what we do is what most people avoid. So for law firms, we offer the regular ongoing financial services, the boring things like monthly accounting, payroll, all that stuff. But what we love is our fractional CFO framework, where we are helping law firm owners, first of all, face their numbers, because there's a lot of avoidance in this space, a lot of shame and guilt that we help them overcome. And second of all, uncover the value in knowing their numbers by using KPIs and different terms that I won't get into. But what it does for them is it allows them to get out of the rear view mirror, out of reaction mode when it comes to how am I going to cover all my bills? Where is all my money going? And into the driver's seat, looking forward into the future so that they can anticipate what's coming, what's going to happen, and most importantly, protect profits in their pocket.
I love the excitement of like, oh yeah, we do all this other stuff. But so did it start with the other stuff? And the more you helped firms, you recognize the need for the kind of the bells and whistles on top of the baseline structure?
Absolutely. I entered this space in 2017, a student. So for all of the boring monthly accounting work we did for everybody, I used to offer 1 hour a month. Meet with me. Let me learn. Let me hear your struggles. Let me find a solution for you. And what happened about 3 or 4 years into it is I saw the whole picture. I saw what was behind all of the struggles. And it's actually very simple, very straightforward. And that's how we kind of built this fractional CFO framework.
Okay. Makes sense, right? Like you start with this baseline. So what is the percentage of clients who are just doing the baseline with you versus doing the fractional work and more of the holistic approach of looking at their firm holistically?
Probably 10% engage in the fractional CFO work. And number one, we only allow 12 participants in each quarter. So they happen in quarterly cohorts. We only take 12 at a time because we are about value, not quantity. We want to make sure everybody's getting it. And second of all, it takes people a lot of time to get there. To do something like this, it's kind of along the lines of you have to be in enough pain. Like if things are fine right now and yeah, you wish you had more money, but it's not really bothering you yet, you're not going to make the move. You're not going to make the leap. It's only when the pain outweighs your current comfortable, uncomfortable that people are like, okay, I'm going to dive into this. I know I'm going to find things that are wrong and that I don't want to see, but the only way I can fix it is if I face it and learn it.
Okay, what is the pain? So for me, right, I know when I hear this, and this, I'm like, ooh, yep, you need this, and this. When you hear someone say this, or this, what is that you're like, oh my God, yeah, you are in enough pain? Well, I'm kind of putting you on the spot there with a vague question, but what are a few of those things?
Yeah. So technically speaking, it's I can't get a hold of my bookkeeper. They take forever to respond. My financials look messy and unorganized. I have no idea what they're trying to tell me. Lifestyle wise, it's where is all my money going? I'm making decent money. Why am I not bringing it into my home? I see my friends going on vacation and I'm over here struggling to cover my bills and clients won't pay me. Those are the types of things.
Okay. Is it often a cash flow problem as well? Is it, I can't figure, I'm making enough money. Where is the cash going? And is that what you're helping them solve?
It is cash flow. And here's how I explain it. This is the simplest way that I have learned to explain it. Everybody is living in one universal equation. Whether you own a business, whether it's your personal finance, we all live in the universal equation. And that is money we make minus money we spend equals money we keep to save and invest. The problem that most people have when they come to me is they're not keeping enough. And what I have also learned is that, especially when you first come to somebody for help, making more money is rarely the answer. There are so many things, and we call this rebalancing your equation. This comes with a lot of hard decisions. There are so many pieces that law firm owners have in place, but they're not optimizing to use what they already have and just keep more of the profits. Things like what you and your team do, optimizing marketing, looking at sales. How can we convert more of what we're already getting, right? Team is a big one, especially since COVID. COVID shattered so many blocks that we had around what was possible. One of them was staff members. We have overseas staffing now that is a fraction of the cost. And so we see a lot of unproductivity. Is that the right word here? I'm good with numbers, not words and letters. But teams are not being productive. We're not getting as much profit out of our teams because we're not delegating efficiently. And we're not using systems because we will fall to the level of our systems. And then another place is for law firms that invoice and allow clients to pay over time. They're not assertively collecting their money. They're letting it sit in accounts receivable. So there are a lot of things that need to happen before the goal can be, I want to make more money.
Yeah, I love that you say, like, that's often not the answer. Often these lawyers that we're working with have a great income. It's just utilizing that. How many of lawyers you work with do you look at their personal life and say, you're just overspending?
Most everybody, to some degree, because here's what we do. We throw money at problems instead of creatively solving them and leaning in on our team. And sometimes we don't know what we don't know. So it could be like shiny object syndrome, like software, for example. People love software. We'll go through, we call it our annual housekeeping list at the onset, and we go through every single expense. And so often they're like, oh my gosh, I'm still paying for that. I haven't used that in 3 years. And it's just money out the window. So that's a big one. Another big one is taxes. People need to understand the difference between preparing a tax return and proactively curating a tax strategy and staying on top of that. So that's another thing. We don't do taxes, but we coach law firm owners how to work effectively or find a tax strategy.
What are the best lawyers doing in the world of finance? What are a few things that you're like, yep, that's, if I was a lawyer, right? Famous last words. If I was running a law firm, these are the things I would be doing, or the best ones that you see. What are they doing?
Number one, they had to face their fears. They had to face the numbers. They had to be a student and learn financial literacy. Number two, they went through the work of setting up the framework so that they could be in a position where they don't have to get into the weeds. They have tabs on all of the KPIs, the key performance indicators, from marketing to sales to team productivity and efficiency, all the way through the end of client nurturing. Because it's always and never about the money. You should only be spending 10 minutes a month reviewing financial statements. These people aren't sitting here confused looking at their financial statements. They understand them. They are visually organized. They spend about 10 minutes. The next place they look are at KPIs and team collaboration. They're not getting into the weeds. It doesn't take a lot of time once you've built the framework, and you can now just keep momentum on the flywheel.
That's interesting. I would imagine, do a lot of the lawyers, are they afraid of that? I mean, just 10 minutes a month, once you get everything rolling, do they say, I don't know how that's possible? Is that kind of something you have to debunk with them?
I will say, though, most of it is mindset. Most of it is they've never done this before. They don't know what they're looking at. There's a learning curve. And, we always use the excuse of, I don't have time. But in the world of finance and cash flow and money, especially, if you don't make time, it will take your time. So coming to the table scared, coming to the table, even though you know you're going to have questions that feel dumb, which, by the way, there is no dumb money question. It's not your fault you don't understand financial literacy. Nobody's teaching us. Schools don't require it. My finance degree didn't cover the topic well enough. It is not your fault. It is okay to ask questions.
Yeah, I mean, we hear that a lot as folks who work in the legal industry of law school did not prepare me to run a business, and it didn't. It didn't teach you how to read your P&L or your balance sheet or all the other numbers that you are looking at. It didn't teach you how to manage people, right? How to track, like you said, your capacity rate or your production rate. It doesn't teach you any of that. It doesn't teach you obviously about the marketing side as well. So I think you and I probably hear that the most of. That's so hard for these firms to really grasp a hold of. In a firm that you're meeting with, who are you often meeting with? Is it just the owner? Is it partners? And then how often is it? And is that a case-by-case basis?
Yeah. So I have to say, Warren Buffett said that accounting is the language of business. Your financial statements tell the story of every crevice of your business, all the operations, all the things. So it's an amazing place to start so that you can begin to understand the different moving pieces of what it takes to run a business. From leadership, you can see ineffective leadership, and it shows up on your financial statements in the form of turnover, right? All of these things that seemingly don't have to do with money, your financials will tell the story if you know where to look. So I just wanted to touch on that.
Yeah.
Now, as far as who I am meeting with, most of the people we work with, it's the law firm owner. Because what our motto is, position yourself to delegate, not abdicate. Half the reason why law firm owners are confused and have no framework for decision making is they don't know who to go to. They're going to their bookkeeper, they're going to their tax preparer, and they're asking them CFO level questions that they're not qualified to answer. So what we do through the framework is we teach them what they need to know so that they can delegate it and manage it effectively.
That's great. And you're really just giving them the power back. Okay, curveball question. What is a great book that you have read that you would recommend? I feel like I know the answer you're going to give because you and I are in a mastermind together and you reference something often. What is a great book that you've read that you recommend to your clients?
All right. Can I give you two? No,
Sure.
Because one's very technical, but one covers everything else. Okay. The first book is Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. Was that the one or is it the next one?
The next one.
Next one. Okay. Profit First is a way to manage your cash, and it works every single time. You're not a unicorn. I guarantee it'll work for you. Read the book, work the system. The second one, this might be the one you were thinking of, is Good to Great by Tom Pawlowski. You were thinking of Traction, weren't you?
I was thinking of Traction. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Now, the reason I say Good to Great over Traction, which is also a fantastic book, by the way. Good to Great took a scientific study approach to the businesses that have been successful and for a very long time. And they dissected what it took to be in the position that they're at. And at the end, it goes over the flywheel, which is why I call the end of our program, you're now mastering the flywheel. Now all we need are these touch points. But it really looked at every single piece of how businesses become successful to money, like profit first management, team management. That's what Traction talks about. It covers all the different moving pieces and brings it into one beautiful, beautiful picture that small business owners can 100% get value out of.
Okay. Yeah. Traction is the one I knew you were going to mention. Traction. So Chelsea and I are leading currently or co-hosting this immigration mastermind. And I've heard you mention it several times. It's a great, great, great book. It really, really teaches a lot of things
that I just talk about all the time. So you never know which one I'm going to throw at you.
Yeah. Okay. Tell people how, I think you've done a good job of explaining. I usually like to say how you can help law firms. I think you've done a great job. If there's anything else we've missed on that, please mention it. But then how can they reach out to your team?
Yeah. If you're listening to this and you're like, okay, maybe I need some help and guidance. I don't know exactly what that looks like. You can go to our website, yourcoresolution.com. It has links to all the other social platforms. So I'll just give you that one. But book a call. It's judgment-free, hassle-free, pressure-free. Let us get an idea of what your financial picture looks like now, where you're trying to go, and we'll see if we're a good fit to help you get there.
Cool. Chelsea, thank you for your time. I always enjoy our conversations.
Thank you. This was fun.